Gillette Stadium. Ashland is the Super Bowl champion of Division 6 and the winner of the Aganis Trophy.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Ashland Volleyball on WACA-TV. I'm Josh Abrams, joined again by Chase Abrams. It's playoff time, Chase.
Yeah, Ashland hoping that home field or home court advantage, as I should say, is going to make as much of an impact in this game as it has in their previous games. Their record at home this season is 7-3, as opposed to 4-6 in away games. Let's see if that can make a difference in tonight's game.
Okay, and the Clockers' opponent here in the MIAA Division 6 opening round of the playoffs will be the Montachusett Regional Vocational Technical School, otherwise known as Monty Tech, the Bulldogs, and that's how we'll be referring to them tonight at Montachusett Regional Vocational Technical School. Just a little bit of a mouthful.
It's going to be tough to say over and over again.
Sure, so a little change, going to take a little getting used to for us at least, is we're seeing the Clockers wearing Clocker blue uniforms tonight instead of the normal home whites. So a very colorful presentation here tonight. The Clockers in their Clocker blue and Monty Tech in their royal purple and gold.
Yeah, the colors probably wouldn't put them together in a room, but it's certainly going to be a lot of fun to watch on the volleyball court tonight.
Got a good portion of the rainbow represented out there on the court tonight.
Yeah. Well, this is round one of the playoffs. Ashland coming in ranked 8th, while the Bulldogs, I believe, are ranked 25th in their division.
That is correct. The Clockers finished the season at 11-9 after beating Framingham and Medfield last week in straight sets, 3-0. While the Monty Tech Bulldogs finished with a season record of 16-4. But again, a lot of math, a lot of metrics going into these rankings as they pulled the number 25 spot. And of course, the winner of tonight's game goes on to play either Essex North Shore or Greater Lowell Tech in the round of 16.
Yeah, and you mentioned that Ashland closed out the season with back-to-back wins, both in straight sets. What a great way to finish out the regular season. All the momentum possible going into the playoffs. 2-game win streak, and now they're ready to take that into tonight's game.
Absolutely. They kind of hovered around 500 most of the season, but able to finish it off with 2 wins heading into the playoffs. So it looks like the Bulldogs are going to serve first here.
I believe this is Megan Fife for the Bulldogs, her first serve.
Okay, into the net. So perhaps a sign of things to come, an unforced error, and Ashland on the board first. And serving first tonight will be Sophia Gonzalez, the junior. And again, we've watched her all season. Great serve. Not a lot of speed, but a lot of finesse. There's the backspin.
I like the choice to put her serving first on some of these games. Not the hardest serves, but she's very consistent. Here's the set for Simpson. A little behind her, but she takes it. She still takes it, gets over the net, and that's back-to-back points for the Clockers. Good start to tonight.
Okay, I liked everything about that from the Clocker side. Coming out cool, calm, and collected. And ball ends up just where they wanted. Taylor Simpson knocks it down for the point. So 2-0. Here's a free ball over the net. Yadav digs it out to Politica.
With improv, they get it over. A return. Simpson digs. Set from LeBay. Believe that.
That didn't look great. Politica gets the point. Didn't look great, but it got the job done. Falls untouched to the floor, and the Clockers quickly up here 3-0 in the first set.
Yeah, Ashland with two points off a little bit of improvisation so far. Not the best sets, but they've gotten points off both of them. So it's worked out. Sophia Gonzalez's serve is returned. Fife with the set. Cross-court kills returned by Gonzalez. Set for Simpson.
She played that nicely. It was kind of an awkward set for her.
Yadav with a nice dig. Simpson's got to dig it now.
Free ball over. It's our longest volley of the night so far. Oh, and Yadav has a mental error there, off the fingertips and out of bounds. So the Bulldogs on the board now. They're down 3-1, and their libero, Deanna Smith, comes in for the first time tonight, and she'll go right to the back line to serve.
Yeah, it's interesting. We don't usually see Yadav make those kinds of mistakes. Wonder if the pressure of the playoffs is getting to her a little bit. She's got to get oriented.
It's not her first time at the rodeo. I'm sure she's fine.
I know. All right, here's Smith with the serve. Strong serve, line drive.
With some spin. Simpson finds a hole in the back line. Point goes right back to the Clockers, 4-1. She split the defense there. Both went diving for it, and neither could make the play. So Yadav heading back to serve now. And again, on that last series, on that last volley, beforehand, a lot of plays there were flirting with that back line, and it finally burned Yadav. But turning things around here, a good opening serve for her. Make it 5-1 Clockers now.
Yeah, strong line drive serve by Yadav, which is too much for her number one counterpart, Mackenzie Popecki, to handle as her serve goes long there.
Deanna Smith thought about it, but to wisely let it go. And again, something that's plagued Yadav all season are those long serves out of bounds. So 5-2 Clockers. Bulldogs with the serve. Yadav digs this one out to Politica. To LeBay, tries to get it over that front line, but they're able to make the play, but not in any organized manner. Here's Simpson. Hard off the net, off a block, and down for the point.
2 early kills for Taylor Simpson. It's going to hopefully be a pretty common theme tonight for the Clockers.
So far, they don't have an answer for her.
Not many teams have. Okay,
so Politica rotates out, and it looks like Simpson is in. That was LeBay on the serve. Bulldogs couldn't return it. Point goes to the Clockers, make it 8-2, 7-2. So I apologize. That last substitution, Juliana Singer is the one who came in. Of course, LeBay and Simpson had already been in the game. Alvis is also now on the front line.
Another good serve from LeBay.
Simpson to LeBay. Backside. Finds the hole. A nice put down by Ashley Amershek, who's also come into the game. 8-2 Clockers. When that's executed properly, it's such a pretty play. Just that back set, behind the back kind of
cross
a set.
Cross court, yeah.
That one's going to be too hard. So another one, second straight server to go long. And the point goes to the Bulldogs. They're down 8-3 as Olivia Harrison steps back behind the line to serve for the Bulldogs. That's Singer to LeBay. Alvis, too hard.
Well, that's all 4 of the Bulldogs' points now have gone on hits that are too hard. 2 on serves and 2 on kills. I think Ashley needs to settle down a little bit. They've seemed to be able to handle business otherwise.
Yadav digs that line drive out. LeBay to Amershek. And off the libero, down for the point.
9-4 Clockers early on here in the first set.
A much better kill there, because that one was definitely going to be staying in bounds, and it was just too hot to handle for Deanna Smith.
Yeah, looks like it was headed for right inside that back line.
Here's Taylor Simpson on the serve. And that backspin too hot to handle for Deanna Smith. Point goes to the Clockers, 10-4, first set.
Yep, the first team in double figures. Clockers with a nice start. Another serve that the Bulldogs can't handle. And
same
Taylor
result,
Simpson, yeah.
Different player. Incidentally, Cassie Morella is now into the lineup as well for the Clockers. So you've got Morella, Amershek, and Alvis at the front line. Simpson played that one beautifully, just dropped it right in front of Deanna Smith, who could not make the play. And that results in a timeout by the Bulldogs. So a 12-4 lead here in the first set. It's been mostly Clockers so far.
Yeah, a strong 3-serve run by Simpson caused the Bulldogs to call their first timeout. She looked really good on all those serves, all 3 of them aces.
So while we have the timeout on the floor, Chase, let's go right to tonight's dad joke.
Oh.
Still looking for a sponsor, by the way. Anybody's interested in picking that one up. Tonight's dad joke, are you ready?
No.
What's black and white and goes around and around?
Something about a zebra, I'm guessing?
Oh, good guess. Nick, any thoughts? Oh, we're going to stump Nick Cunningham as well. The answer is a penguin in a revolving door. Black and white, around and around.
Yeah.
Penguin in a revolving door. Thank you very much. That's tonight's dad joke, sponsored by TBD. And that brings the timeout to an end. Clockers up 12-4 as the teams return to the court.
How do you even follow that?
Well, it's going to be up to Taylor Simpson and the Clockers to follow that dad joke.
Oh. You're putting too much pressure on them now.
Coach LeBay has some kind of a question. He sends CC LeBay out there to ask it. Not sure he's happy with the answer. Now LeBay, CC LeBay talking to the other line judge. Nobody seems to know where the ball is. Maybe that's what the question is. Oh, no, the line judge has the ball, so now they're going to Stephen Marks. Some kind of question, maybe at the student section.
Whatever it is, I'm sure Mr. Marks will be able to handle it.
Okay, well, let's focus here on the action, on the play here. Here's Taylor Simpson. Completely
Another
unbothered
ace.
by that timeout. Drops it right in front of the libero again for the point, so 13-4 Clockers. Libero able to get this one over the net, but it's a free ball. Ends up with Morella. Unfortunately, serves it into the net. Might have gotten blocked at the net. Hard to see from our angle, but
I couldn't tell, yeah.
either way, the point goes to the Bulldogs. 13-5 as they make a substitution. Coming in now is Maddie Houle to serve.
Right back to the line to serve. Well, nice run by Simpson, cut short there as the Bulldogs are ready to serve again. Foot very close to the back line there, but drops right in between the Aspen players.
You noticed that too.
Yeah.
I saw that. I saw the toes on the line. It didn't get called. 13-6 Bulldogs. That one clipped the net, put right over by Morella. A little miscommunication turns into a free ball for the Bulldogs, and they hit it on out of bounds. So make it 14-6 Clockers as Kylie Cardosa enters the game for the Clockers.
As does Genesis Camacho, who's going to head right back to the line to serve.
So Camacho, the junior, serving for the Clockers. They're up 14-6 here in the first set. Okay, a misplay there, and the point goes to the Clockers. Maddie Houle, fresh into the game, fresh off of a couple of serves, has that one go off her hands and out of bounds. So 15-6 Clockers now. Camacho continues to serve for the Clockers.
Yeah, Houle had a couple really strong serves earlier, but she stepped up a little bit too far on that one.
Almost a double hit there, and that
it was, yep.
is in fact what's going to get called on the set.
They're calling that one on Emily Titreau on that far side.
10-point lead for the Clockers. Camacho to serve. Dug out by Houle.
Tried to go cross court with it, and it sails wide.
Cross-court bleachers where that one ended up. So
Yep.
point goes to the Clockers, make it 17-6, and Camacho on a roll here. Dug out nicely. Here's the set and the hit. That one's going to go too far and out of bounds.
Keep it going.
18-6. This could be Camacho's most consistent and best serving of the year. And the announcer, Jinx, hits again. Genesis, my apology. I didn't mean to break your serve. You were looking great up till then. 18-7 Clockers. Skyla Pulver back to serve for the Bulldogs. I can't believe that one got over, but Clockers are able to recover.
It's a great one-handed dig by Simpson. Morella's kill just came up a little short.
Somehow I saw a double hit get called there. I'm not sure. Somebody on the Clockers, I don't know how they called a double hit, but there you go. 18-8 now in favor of the Clockers. Simpson backs up. Tough play for LeBay. Almost a carry, but they get away with it. And that one gets hit too high and too far by the Bulldogs. Ball goes back to the Clockers. They're up 19-8 late here in the first set. Politica checks back into the game as Amershek heads to the bench.
Politica's first serve. A good one, line drive, just barely dug out by the Bulldogs. Yadov's set is a little too deep for Morella, who watches it land out of bounds.
Okay, so Megan Fife, who was the first server of the game, back to serve again here for the Bulldogs. Clears the net this time. It's played beautifully off the net, but too far.
That would have been a great play to complete. Looked
One
really,
way or
really
another,
good.
that point was going to the Bulldogs. So 19-10 now for the Clockers.
Wow.
They are having all kinds of trouble with her serve. It keeps clipping the net. Yadov now settles things down. Politica back set to Morella. There's a scramble. And that one came on the back side of the net, the back side of the pole. That goes out. It's out of bounds off the Bulldogs.
It's a good rally to watch there.
Absolutely. So point goes to the Clockers, 20-10 now, as Sofia Gonzalez, the Clockers' first server, has her second serve of the night. They can't handle it. Bulldogs can't handle it, so the point goes to the Clockers. And one thing I wanted to comment earlier, we've seen this in just the last few games, but Sophia's developed this running serve now to go with that backspin.
Yeah, it's definitely added a whole new element to her serves.
Really becoming
really
formidable.
Good. Yeah, absolutely.
So here's Politica setting.
I believe that was Cardoso with the kill attempt. Politica
Great
for
form,
Simpson.
Oh, they answered that one. LeBay goes right back over. There's another kill attempt, and finally it goes down.
It is. Ashland looked really strong there.
So Cardoso and the Clockers just decided to completely go away with the whole dig set kill.
I mean, if it works, keep working it. Well, miscommunication by the Bulldogs leads to another Clocker point, and
so we're suddenly at 23-10.
An ace for Sofia Gonzalez trying to close out this first set. The kill
Bulldogs
attempt,
catch a break.
Olivia Harrison meets a friendly net there. The ball lands inbounds, a point for the Bulldogs.
I'll tell you, the net has figured into several of the Bulldogs' points tonight, but the Clockers up 23-11 as Deanna Smith serves for the Bulldogs. Yadov had some trouble with that. LeBay tracks it down. This will be a free ball up and over the net by Cardoso. Dug out by the Bulldogs up to the net. And a miss hit there by Mackenzie Popecki brings us to set point.
Yeah, some
Clockers
great,
up 24-11.
Great improvisation by the Clockers right there.
Okay, so Yadov with a chance to end this one quickly.
It's a good way to do it.
Great hustle by the Bulldogs as the ball went backwards off Deanna Smith's fingers, but out of bounds, and the point goes to the Clockers, as does the first set, 25-11.
Yeah, Ashland looked really, really strong there. A couple of unforced errors at the start, but they pulled it together, won that first set by 14.
Yeah, I mean, that first set pretty much went the way you would expect with a matchup between the number 8 and the number 25.
Yeah. And, you know, you never want to get too confident. You never want to have that mindset, but Ashland is looking really, really strong after that first set.
Okay, so while we have a timeout here on the floor between sets 1 and 2, I want to just go over the upcoming playoff schedule. It's a bounty of riches for the Clocker High School this year.
Good seasons for a bunch of teams this year.
Absolutely. So let's go right to Friday night. That'll be our next game here. It'll be Ashland football against Northampton, 7 o'clock at the high school. That'll be carried live here on WACA-TV. Rob Silver and Bob Thacker on the call with that one.
The old duo. Make sure to check it out.
Meanwhile, over at the middle school, simultaneously, the boys soccer team will be taking on Fitchburg. That game will also be streamed live here on WACA-TV. And then finally, a Sunday afternoon, the rare Sunday afternoon game, as the Clockers host North Reading at 2 o'clock at the high school. So
for what sport?
Field hockey.
Field hockey, got it.
So congratulations to all the student athletes on a fantastic fall season. And we, Chase and I, hope you'll continue watching them here on WACA-TV.
Yeah, Ashland teams have had some really, really great seasons this year. The football team obviously undefeated and did not allow a first half point at home this entire season. They're looking to continue their dominance in the first round of the playoffs.
Yep, the boys soccer team started off a little bit slowly, kind of hovered around 500, but they got their act together, played beautifully down the stretch, and they're in the playoffs with a home game to start that round of 16.
Yeah, and they're a team I feel like I believe they're a low seed, correct?
Yeah, well, I mean they've got the home game, so they've got the lower seed.
I feel like the seed doesn't really tell you just how good that team can be. And we've seen them put up some really, really strong games. They had some trouble getting it together at the start of the season. I don't think their record shows how good that team can be.
Well,
and they can pull off an upset.
I think unless you have like a doctorate in mathematics, good luck trying to decrypt the MIAA ranking system. There's a lot of math involved there, and I'm not sure anybody really quite understands how it works.
Even the people that run it?
Also want to make sure you're aware of the high school's online ticket system if you're coming out to the games this week. No more paper tickets paying at the gate. It's currently set up for all home varsity and volleyball games. You can certainly, learn more at on Twitter with Stephen Marks, the athletic director, his handle, Clocker AD. Be sure to buy your tickets in advance instead of when you arrive at the high school. It'll help keep the line short and moving quickly. But there will be QR codes to purchase at the gates if you can't take care of that before you arrive.
Yeah, come on out, support a student athlete. This whole process has been streamlined. You're not buying it at the door, you're buying it in advance online now. I think it makes things easier, and yeah.
Also, with the advent of the winter sports coming up really soon, good chance to remind folks, be sure to sign up, become a member of the Clocker Club. Of course, that's the booster club, supports all of Ashland athletics. You can learn all about Clocker Club and the membership levels at clockerclub.org. That's clockerclub.org.
Winter sports are coming up, that's right. Monday after Thanksgiving, I believe that's November 29th, is the official start of the winter season here at AHS.
Okay, and word on the street is that the track team had its kickoff meeting this afternoon here at the high school.
I was lucky enough to be a part of that meeting. A lot of fun, and we're looking forward to the season. Going to be a good one.
Okay, so we're back here for set number 2. The teams have reversed sides. Ali Politico lead off here for the Clockers. They have the serve.
Friendly net and just returned by the Bulldogs. Cardoso with the quick return.
She is all business tonight, Chase. Not even waiting for the 3 hits. She just took it right to the house.
She
So
saw her
1-0
opportunity.
Clockers.
Great start to this second set. Cardoso stays in the game after that point too.
Sneha probably could have let that one go. Here's the set now to LeBay. Answered by the Bulldogs. There's a deep set. Finds a hole between the lines. And the Bulldogs get on the board much earlier in the second set than they did in the first. We've got a tie game at 1-1.
Olivia Harrison back now to serve for the Bulldogs. I don't know if we've seen her so far tonight, and my apologies if we have. Her serve comes up a little bit short, and it's a point
that's
for the
not
Clockers.
so friendly to the Bulldogs now that the sides have reversed, have they?
The sides are literally reversed, yeah.
So no, the Bulldogs, their initial serve of the first set also found the net, did not go over, went to the Clocker way, and now here's Sophia Gonzalez serving for the Clockers. Yadav digs that out, ends up with Simpson, hard block there by the Bulldogs. Gonzalez goes back to dig it out. Yadav sets for Simpson again, and no answer this time.
If a team returns one of her kills, they're probably not going to be lucky enough to return the second one.
You don't want to make her angry. 3-1 Clockers here in the second set. Gonzalez continuing to serve. Took something off that serve and a little bit of trouble for the Bulldogs, but they are going to get it over. Yadav digs it out. Politica over to Simpson.
There it is again.
Yadav digs this one out. Politica to Simpson. Oh, make it Cardoso. Couldn't get a lot on that one. Yadav playing way up here, getting the digs. Cardoso again with a hard hit and an ace. Another kill for Cardoso.
Making her impact felt early on in this second set.
She was playing great late in the first set and picking up right where she left off here in the second.
Keeping that momentum going. Sophia Gonzalez.
Couldn't quite get enough of the tape.
Yeah, just short. Juliana Singer coming into the game now for the first time in the second set.
All right, taking over for Gonzalez.
Yep, Deanna Smith back to serve for the Bulldogs.
Saw Cardosa posing for somebody on the front bleacher here. So it looked like it was Deanna Smith serving for the Bulldogs, but out of bounds, didn't reach the net, so Clockers get the ball back. It feels like they should be up by more than just 4-2, but that's the score right now. Yadav serving for the Clockers. Smith digs this one out. Right back over by Alvis. Politica now setting for Simpson.
Perfect kill, cross court. Nothing you're going to be able to do about that. 5-2 Clockers on the kill from Simpson.
Skylar Pulva just could not get there in time. So I know it's at least 5-2 now. The scoreboard is not being updated. A little bit of trouble here for the Bulldogs. Nice little give and go though. Yadav digs this one out. Politica to Simpson. Too hard this time.
No, it went off a Bulldog
that's the
player.
call. It went off at the line, just as you called it, Chase. The scoreboard has been updated. It is now 7-2 Clockers.
Well, it looks like Ashland has found a strategy that's working for them. Just get it to Simpson above the net.
That's
and you're
a
good.
double hit. Not called.
Yeah.
A little miscommunication there as Alvis and Sneha get tangled up. Bulldogs dodged one that time. 7-3 Clockers. And this will be Mackenzie Popecki serving for the Bulldogs. Clockers had some trouble with her serve last time, but dug out here to Politica. LeBay with a long hit, blocked at the net. I should say tipped at the net by the Bulldogs and sails out of bounds. So the Clockers get the point there.
It's the second time in this set that we've seen the Bulldogs get a hand on it at the net, but both times it's bounced backwards. It's had the undesired effect, yeah.
So Politica out, Amershek in.
LeBay with the serve.
That's going to sailing out of bounds.
Ace.
Too hot to handle for Pupecki. I'm not sure I remember LeBay serving from a corner like this.
I don't think we saw them on this side of the court as much, so maybe that's part of it.
That could be it. Pupecki continuing to have trouble with that serve, elected to try and go with the hands instead of the fists that time. Couldn't make the play, so 10-3 now, and they're going to take Pupecki out of the game. She's going to be replaced by Leanne LaRue, a junior, taking over that spot on the middle back line. Here's LeBay. Substitution seems to have thrown her a bit. She serves too hard and out of bounds. So 10-4 good buddy. It's Clockers up over the Bulldogs. Bulldogs serving. Simpson digs out to LeBay.
Amershek.
Well played by the Bulldogs there at the net. LeBay with a quick over the net. Couldn't quite catch them. Juliana Singer gets a hand on that one to keep it alive. And too far. Amershek on the attempted kill. So make it 10-5 now. Clockers right now playing 2 in the front, 4 in the back to receive the serve. Yadav had a little bit of trouble, but gets it over to Simpson, and then back to Yadav for a free ball. Bulldogs setting up now for a kill. Blocked at the net, attempted block by Alvis. But point goes to the Bulldogs, so not intimidated at all by that first set. They're hanging tough with the Clockers here in the second. They're only down 4. It's 10-6.
Yeah, Megan Fife, I believe, has been the only repeat server for the Bulldogs. She did it, I believe, once in the first set, and now this is her third serve in a row in the second set.
Student section making its presence felt now. Yadav hard off the net. LeBay tried to play it, but couldn't make it happen. And now some life coming from the Bulldogs side of the gym. 10-7 now.
Yeah, the Megan Fife serves seem to be both invigorating the team and the crowd.
Singer was able to get it over. Tried to go deep there. Clockers are scrambling here a little bit.
Good idea by Amershek, but she taps it out of bounds, and it's another point for the Bulldogs as they are inching ever closer. It is now 10-8 Ashland.
Singer to LeBay. Alvis with the kill, answered by the Clockers. Simpson with some intimidation there at the net, and the ball drops in front of the Bulldogs. Clockers get the point and break the serve.
Actually, they're giving that one to the Bulldogs. They're saying it's a net violation on Taylor Simpson.
I am stunned.
Me too.
And Fife proceeds to serve it into the net, so finally the serve is broken. And now Morella comes in for Singer. Simpson heads back to serve. She had a nice roll in the first set. Let's see if she can do it again here in the second. A little miscommunication there by the Bulldogs, and it winds up being a turnover. The ball goes out of bounds. Simpson will continue the serve. 12-9 now for the Clockers.
Yeah, looking to get old momentum back to their side.
Simpson mixing speeds and locations that time. LeBay setting backwards for Amershek. Point goes to the Bulldogs. Almost wholesale changes here for the Bulldogs as 4 players get exchanged.
That foot was very close to the line once again.
LeBay setting for Morella.
Perfect placement from Cassie Morella. Goes cross court. That's a point for the Clockers as Kylie Cardoso checks in for Sneha Yadav. And are they saying Camacho is coming in
For Alvis.
for Anna Alvis?
Camacho will go right back to serve.
She had a very nice run in the first set. Let's see if she can do the same thing here.
So I saw something white clatter to the floor on that last point. It's definitely something involving LeBay. I saw her just before the national anthem having a laugh with Sneha Yadav. Again, there was something white wrapped around her fingers or her hand, and it must have come loose.
Holding
I think
that hand now, yeah.
She may have 2 fingers taped together. That's what it appears to maybe. I can't. I'll stop with the conjecture, but
She seems to be okay.
definitely has something white on at least one finger right now on her left hand. So finally, we'll see Genesis Camacho serve here for the Clockers. Juniors here and trying to extend a 13-10 Clocker lead in the second set.
Serve comes up to just a bit short against the unforgiving net, and the serve goes right back to Montachusett.
So starting to think that net just might favor the Bulldogs, whatever side of the court they're on.
Yeah. Skyla Pulver back to serve for the Bulldogs.
Simpson digs this one out. LeBay tracks it down for Morella.
Deep kill.
Beautiful
Great
placement.
Yeah. She's had a couple like that recently now, since she came into the game.
Snuck that one past Maddie Hool of the Bulldogs. So make it 14-11 Clockers as Amershek heads out and Politica comes back in.
Cardoso does it again.
Free ball cost the Bulldogs that time as it just backspinned its way just over the net where Cardoso was waiting to pounce.
Oh, eager in anticipation.
So make it 15-11 Clockers. Politica again with the serve.
Close to a double hit there for the Bulldogs. They get it over though.
Politica a little
set.
trouble there. Morella, she got it over the wrong side of that red and white post again. So the point will go over to the Bulldogs, who continue to hang tough here, just down 3 here in the second set.
And they already have more points than they did in the first set.
Simpson to Politica. Cardoso with the hard hit, but it's too far. Out of bounds. Point goes to Monty Tech. Make it 15-13.
I was very ready for Cardoso to just detonate, but she put a little too much power on that hit. Good dig
Simpson
by
had some
Simpson.
trouble there. Yadav now setting for Politica. Over to LeBay. Tipped at the net and played by the Bulldogs. Another attempt. We've got a net violation here.
Clocker
Point goes to the Clockers. Okay, Gonzalez comes back in for Morella, and heads right back to the line.
These net violations are pretty common at the high school level, and I feel like I'd be running into the net in every play. I'm impressed with how few there are, really. Gonzalez with the serve. That was like a knuckleball, had no spin on it, and Cardoso with great placement on that kill.
She has terrific court vision. She can see exactly where to go, and especially, again, she's eschewing the entire three-hit strategy. When she has the opening, she's taking it. Gonzalez's serve befuddles Maddie Houle out of bounds. Point goes to the Clockers. So what had been a 2-point lead for the Clockers has suddenly ballooned to 5 as we get deeper into the second set.
It's going to use that same verb. Ballooned.
A nice short serve there, almost catches the Bulldogs off guard.
And that hit definitely did.
Megan Fife, I think her eyes got really wide on that play, but she didn't have the angle into the net. Point goes to the Clockers, make it 19-13.
Fife's kill now. Great dig by Yadav.
Yep. To Politica, to Simpson.
Bulldogs just barely dug out that Simpson kill, and now she's going up for another one.
Both teams scrambling a little bit, but Simpson gets the kill that time.
She's not going to miss twice. I keep saying it.
So 2013 Clockers, Gonzalez continuing to serve. I think she's aiming for that big hole there in front of the back line. Oh. A little trouble for the Bulldogs. They get it over on a free ball. Yadav up now to Politica, to Cardoso, blocked at the net, but still alive until the net violation.
And Clocker point.
Yep. 21-13.
That 1-point lead ballooned to a 5-point lead. Now it's an 8-point lead. On the serves of Sofia Gonzalez with another good one there.
Clocker scrambling a little bit again. They got to call 4 hits. It's an interesting interpretation.
They're saying that I think they're saying that Yadav and Politica hit it both at the same time on that first return.
Okay, Deanna Smith serving for the Bulldogs, who finally broke that Gonzalez serve. It's 21-14 Clockers. Singer to Politica. LeBay with the kill.
That was, I don't think I've seen something like that before. I might not have the best angle, but she had a deep kill, and it looked like it hit the net about right like in the middle of it, but it had so much power that it folded the net and got over.
Okay, Yadav trying to close things out here for the Clockers. Bulldogs on a free ball over. Singer calls for it to Politica, to LeBay.
Oh, it almost got to us. Wait, the bounce. Oh.
Skyla Pulver, just the unfortunate victim who happened to be in the way of that last shot.
I would not want to be in that situation.
Absolutely. So 23-14, Yadav with the serve.
Strong serve.
Politica setting to Simpson. Off a hand at the net. Out of bounds. Point goes to the Clockers. Set point, 24-14.
Yep, Sneha looking to close this one out the same way she did in the first set. Serve comes up short.
We rarely see her make that mistake. She usually serves too long, but this one goes into the net. 24-15, Clocker still with a chance to win. We're still at set point. And this will be Mackenzie Popecki trying to keep the Bulldogs in it here in the second set. Yadav and Simpson both dive for that one, but neither comes up with it. Yadav slow to get up. She shakes it off. She's okay. 24-16 now. Simpson to Politica, over to LeBay, blocked at the net.
It's the first successful, yeah.
Rarely see that happen off of any opponent. LeBay getting stuff like that.
And the Ashland student section is quick to let the Bulldogs know what they think of that.
Bulldogs don't have a lot of height there at the net, but they were able to make the block there. Well played by the Bulldogs. 24-17. But that'll do it. Popecki serves into the net. And the Clockers take the second set, 25-17.
Yeah, they closed out that set on, it was 15-13. They closed it out on a 10-4 run, a strong way to finish it off for the Clockers. So they win the second set 25-17 after winning the first one 25-11. Winning the first 2 sets and trying to close it out in 3.
So I want to take a moment here as we're between sets 2 and 3. Want to thank tonight's crew making us look and sound good. Tom Callahan, Nick Cunningham. Guys, thanks a lot for all you do for us, the setup, and we appreciate it.
The men, the myths, and the legends. Yeah.
So I also want to remind folks, we do have a new episode of Clocker Talk in the works.
Yeah,
Not
check it
up
out.
just yet. It's Ashland's own high school sports highlights and interview show. Rob Silver and I are your hosts, and we welcome your input on who and what to feature in an upcoming episode. I'm looking at our next one is going to be a playoff preview, again, with 4 different Ashland fall sports teams making the MIAA postseason.
Yeah, it's a newish kind of show on WACA covering everything and anything Ashland sports.
So you can certainly drop us a line at clockertalk@wacatv.com. Those of you watching tonight, whether you're catching us on Facebook or on YouTube, we appreciate having you on board. If you're a Clocker fan, what's not to love? 2 decisive wins here in the first 2 sets by the Clockers. First they win 25-11 in the first set, just dominating. The Bulldogs hung tough for most of the second set before bowing to the Clockers 25-17 as we head into the third set.
Yeah, Ashland has looked really, really, really. I mean, I could put a lot of reallys on this description. They've looked very, very strong right out of the gate, winning the first 2 sets by a combined score of 50 to. Let me do the math real quick. 28. I was getting there.
And of course, just a reminder, folks, that the winner of today's game plays either Essex, North Shore, or Greater Lowell Tech in the round of 16.
Yep, the second round of the playoffs. I don't know too much about those teams, but it's the playoffs, so it's going to be a bit of a challenge as we look at the first student section shenanigans of the night. I'd love to see it. Gotta love the Ashland High School student sections.
So both teams taking the full timeout between sets, now heading back to the court as we prepare for the third set. Clockers looking to close this one out. Again, their last 2 regular season games against Framingham and Medfield, they won in straight sets, 3-0. Looking to continue that trend tonight here against the Bulldogs.
And once again, it's weird. I was going to use that same exact phrase, continue that trend. Huh, it's like we're related, man. That sounds like something you would say. Oh boy.
Yeah, I think we're spending too much time together.
I think these dad jokes are having an effect on me. Little time to figure some stuff out before the third set. Ashland once again up 2-0 so far. You have any games coming up that you're announcing?
No, yeah. Again, I mean, we've got these 3 more playoff games happening this week. On Friday and then on Sunday. But I'm not announcing any of them. Well, again, we'll have Rob Silver and Bob Thacker on the call for football Friday night. Soccer, they'll be streaming live at 7 o'clock Friday night as well. And then field hockey plays Sunday at 2 here at the high school. By the way, if you are planning to go to that boys soccer game, obviously with the football team at the high school, soccer team will be at the middle school. So a lot of sports action here Friday night in Clockertown. And now we're finally ready to begin the third set. The student section on its feet. And Olivia Harrison will start things off here for the Bulldogs as they get the serve to open the third set.
Yeah, you mentioned that soccer team playing at the middle school. They've played all but one of their home games there.
Just senior night.
Yeah.
Yep.
From what I think you and I have seen, they seem to like it there. They've played pretty well there.
Sure.
Saw a few highlight reel plays while on the call. Got to see a Brian Sagat score from the corner on a direct corner kick. That was pretty cool.
We should also congratulate David Skorodumov for being named a TVL All-Star.
Of course.
Underway here in the third set. Simpson to LeBay, free ball for Politica. Played here by the Bulldogs. That one caught the line. Well played. A nice play there at Megan Fife, the one who got the kill.
Yeah, she's been making an impact all night for the Bulldogs and has given them their first lead of the night in the third set. Olivia Harrison here to serve again for the Bulldogs.
LeBay had trouble with that one. It goes out of bounds right by the student section. So suddenly the Bulldogs up 2-0 here in the third set.
Harrison's serve.
Yadov digs it out. Politica up to LeBay. A little bit of backspin. Breaks the serve as Mackenzie Kupecki could not handle that one. LeBay played it beautifully. Gonzalez comes in, heads back to serve. Morella steps out.
Once again, liking the decision to put Gonzalez behind the line. And she shows why right there. As the Bulldogs cannot return her first serve, and now she's looking to go on a run.
At least not inbounds. So your back line right now, Politica, Gonzalez, Yadov.
It's a line I'm pretty happy with.
Handle that one. Again, it's that spin that Gonzalez puts on. We've seen this time and again. No opponent can handle that. Can handle her serve.
It's kind of cool. I saw it earlier, and I think I mentioned it. That she had one serve. I don't think she's done it since, but she had it was like a knuckleball. It didn't spin. Although that one kind of looked like one there. Almost a double hit on the Bulldogs too. And it's once again they cannot return the serve. And Gonzalez, I believe this is going to be her fourth serve in a row.
Yes. So what had been a 2-point Bulldog lead to open this third set has turned into a 4-2 lead for the Clockers. 4 unanswered points as Sofia Gonzalez continues to serve. Got a little trouble with that one, but able to get it to LeBay. Politica with a free ball. This one is out of bounds. I believe that was Trinity Smith trying to make that hit. Having a little trouble keeping that one in bounds.
I rather lasted a little bit longer. Gonzalez with another serve.
Almost able to sneak that one in. Bulldogs scrambling a bit. They're not going to get it over in 3. Point goes to the Clockers. But again, Chase, it all starts with the serve. Gonzalez is dropping those in right in front of the back line. And they're having trouble handling it. There's a libero, Smith, able to make that play. Just gonna bypass the kill for a free ball. And there's Cardosa making her presence felt.
She's been coming up those big plays time and time again.
Just aced that kill, 7-2 Clockers. Bulldogs able to get over the front line of the Clockers that time. The Clockers unable to make the play. And the Bulldogs break Gonzalez's serve. So 7-3 now as Deanna Smith heads to the back line for the Bulldogs. Yadov backing up is able to grab it. Ooh, almost a collision there. Play continues. Yadov now setting for LeBay. And catches the corner sleeping again. Olivia Harrison can't catch up to that one.
Ashland is going to need to watch those miscommunications, not just for points, but for safety. We've seen a few really very close collisions.
So Cardosa heads out, Camacho heads in, and Yadov serves into the net. Make it 8-4 now for the Clockers. As Jillian Clark enters the game for the Bulldogs, replacing Trinity Smith. Pulver serves, Yadov digs it out. Politica to LeBay from deep.
That was just in. LeBay gets the point inside the line.
Again, their big hitters just have some terrific court vision that, you know, they know where they want to put it, they find the holes, and they're able to execute.
Absolutely.
So here's LeBay on the serve now. Set toward the front of the net. Free ball in the end. LeBay setting now for Simpson. Deanna Smith digs this one out. Little collision there by the Bulldogs. Another collision by the Clockers. Bashina just into the game. And misplays that one. She had a clean hit the first time. The ball came right back over to her, and I think it caught her a little off guard as she just hit it softly. And not a pass, not a shot. Point for the Bulldogs. Simpson digs this one out. LeBay back to Simpson. Smith digs it out.
Just out on the kill attempt from the Bulldogs, and it's a Clocker point as Simpson goes behind the line to serve.
That was Jillian Clark for the Bulldogs on the miss hit. Singer steps out for the Clockers. Morella comes in.
10-5 Clockers. Simpson looking to go on a run.
I can't believe that somehow stayed in play.
Me too. I was so ready
that
to
one
say.
will go out of bounds.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Woo! 10-5 Clockers. Simpson continues to serve. Your front line for the Clockers right now is Bashina, Morella, and Camacho. LeBay calls for it to Yadav, setting for Morella cross court and
like
past Smith.
Her, LeBay, and Simpson have all had plays like that tonight. That court vision play, cross court. No one was anywhere near it.
Okay, Chase, just a reminder, it's about this time we need to start thinking about Silver Award winners.
I knew you were going to say that, yeah.
As the Clockers turn the ball over there, they're up 12-6 here in the third set. They're up 2-0. They can finish it for the night if they can just win the third set. Kopecky with that serve, still befuddling the Clockers. Morella may have gotten away with one there. Up to Bashina now. Played that really well as she was led too far to the net. Simpson dives to make the play. LeBay now to Morella.
Calling a net
and we got
violation.
a double hit.
Yep.
A double hit called against the Clockers. Didn't see it, but that's the call. Point goes to the Bulldogs. They're down 12-7 and have the serve. And again, Kopecky continues to mystify the Clockers. Yadav digs this one out. LeBay to Morella. And she just mistimed that one. She was up way too early on that. And result was a ball into the net. So 12-8 now, the Clocker lead. But Bulldogs are champing at the bit.
Yeah, Morella has had a few hits go a little bit short because she hasn't gotten up high enough. So I think that time she just really just, overdid it. Jumped a little bit too early, got a little too excited. Morella with the dig there.
Back
Set
to
from
Morella.
LeBay. Tries to go cross court.
That was simply a miss hit there by
Jillian Clark. Yep.
Exactly. Okay, so a couple of changes now as Yadav heads out. So does Camacho.
While Kylie Cardosa and Anna Alves come in. We haven't seen them on the court at the same time as much this season.
Tough play there for the Clockers. I was going to mention that if you're a fan of sequential numbers, Clockers running an unusual rotation there with 9, 10, 11, and 12 all on the court at the same time. As you mentioned, Chase, pretty rare to see those specific players on the court at the same time, and immediately they get broken up as Alves heads back down, as does Camacho. So line drive serve. Simpson decides to play it. It's up way high. LeBay now over to Morella.
Good timing on that jump.
And again, Morella a little impatient there. She was up early but made the play. We get a double hit called against the Bulldogs. Point goes to the Clockers.
Yeah, on that Morella play, the ball was also just up in the air for about 10 seconds. For about
or at least
a year.
It felt like it, right. Okay, Politica's back into the game and will serve for the Clockers. They're up 14-9 here in the third set. And Politica right into the net, 14-10 now as the Bulldogs regain serve. This will be Olivia Harrison heading behind the line.
Harrison's serve just inside the back line.
Simpson and LeBay watch that ball sail between them, land in bounds, and look right at each other. 14-11 now.
And once again, those miscommunications are starting to come back to Ashland. Starting to make them pay.
Tough play there for Yadav.
Gets it over. Politica.
Where's the net violation?
I believe that was
it's on Politica.
They're giving it to the Bulldogs. Don't look now, 14-12 with the Clockers with the lead.
We saw this movie in the second set too.
That's true.
Simpson, trouble with it. Yadav tracks it down. Simpson, she was going to have to get it over on the third hit and couldn't connect. 14-13 now for the Clockers. Yadav to Politica. Hard hit by Cardosa at the net. Played attempt after attempt by the Bulldogs.
Didn't know what to say there.
Point goes to the Clockers, so leads back up to 2 now, but certainly uncomfortable if you're a Clocker fan. Gonzalez back to serve now for the Clockers. She had a nice run earlier in this set. Bulldogs scrambling a little bit, leads to a free ball. Gonzalez digs to Politica, over to Simpson. Answered by the Bulldogs. Yadav digs it to Politica.
Cardosa, another great play.
Showing another part of her game, the finesse. Bulldogs clenched in preparation for the hard hit because that's all they've seen from Cardosa tonight. Windmill after windmill, and she mixes it up and gets the point for the Clockers.
Everything that she's doing right now seems to be working.
I thought you were going to go with a Police song there for a moment. Simpson with the beautiful kill.
I'm sure if I knew any Police songs, I'd be able to.
All that she does is magic?
If you say so.
Magic, magic, magic. Oh boy. Could almost see that coming. Megan Fife had a lot of trouble with that one. Didn't know how to play it, and it cost her the indecision. The point goes to the Clockers. Gonzalez now continuing to serve, now up 18-13. That running serve. Just a touch by LeBay. Yeah. And that one goes out of bounds off the Bulldogs. LeBay played that very, very well. Read it perfectly.
I'm impressed that she didn't touch the net on that.
Again, like court presence, she knew exactly where she was, and she knew exactly what she wanted to do, and she executed.
Made the perfect play.
Timeout called by the Bulldogs. Again, they had been within 2 points. In fact, within 1 point. But suddenly that Clocker lead is back up to 6 as we're getting closer and closer to the end of the third set. 19-13 for the Clockers.
Yeah, I believe you used the phrase, "We've seen this movie before." Couldn't have said it better myself. Like, Ashton was letting them hang in there for a little bit. Now they're starting to pull away when it matters most. 19-13 as they are inching ever closer to their first playoff win. Winning in 3 sets and advancing to round 2.
He's Chase Abrams. I'm Josh Abrams, and you're watching Ashland High School Girls Varsity Volleyball on WACA-TV.
Here at Ashland High School in the gym.
So if you're just joining us, again, the Clockers took set number 1, 25-11, set number 2, 25-17, and they lead here in the third set, 19-13. We're fresh off a timeout called by the Bulldogs. Sofia Gonzalez serving for the Clockers. A little bit of a scramble, but they played it, got it over the net. Yadav sends it over. Gonzalez digs this one out. Politica to LeBay, blocked at the net, and then Cardosa trying to turn it right back over, hits it into the net. Point goes to the Bulldogs. They're finally able to break that serve. And now Deanna Smith will set back into the game and back behind the line to serve for the Bulldogs. They're down 19-14.
As Singer comes in for Gonzalez. Yep.
Yadav to Politica. Cardoso with the windmill. Okay. Violation called against the Bulldogs. 20-14 now as Yadav steps to the line to serve for the Clockers. Camacho into the game.
Cardoso was probably hoping for more of a revenge hit on that one. Oh, that one's near us. You got it?
Oh, almost.
21-14 Ashland as that return attempt landed in the stands very close to us. You got a hand on the ball.
All the way to the top of the bleachers. If you're going to go out of bounds, go out of bounds with style.
Absolutely. Get it to the announcers.
Here's Yadav. Answered by the Bulldogs right at the net. We've got a whistle at the net. Another violation against the Bulldogs. Yep,
They're
that one
calling
goes
on
against the Bulldogs.
Trinity Smith, number 7.
So 22-14. Here's Yadav again.
Good serve.
Right at the net again. Camacho with the kill.
It's 23-14, right?
23-14.
Okay.
Yadav just clears the net on that one. Free ball for the Clockers. Politica.
Simpson.
Deflected at the net. But down for the kill.
We knew it was going to happen there.
24-14. Set point. Let's see if Yadav can close it out, and the Clockers advance to the round of 16.
Getting MVP chance on that final serve, and that'll close it
That'll
out.
do it. Your final 25-14 in the third set. Clockers win in straight sets, 3-0, and advance to the round of 16.
Yeah, Sneha Yadav getting MVP chance from the student section as she sends that final serve to clinch Ashland's first playoff game, send them to the second round.
So the
3
Clockers,
straight sets.
The Clockers will find out tomorrow night if they'll be playing either Essex North Shore or Greater Lowell Tech in the round of 16. So Chase, before we send it out, I want to also thank the student section. A big turnout here tonight, and they made their presence felt throughout the night.
Absolutely. I mentioned home court advantage earlier. Well, that's such a big part of that is the energy that the student section brings to the Ashland High School gym.
Absolutely. One final thank you to our tech crew tonight, Tom Callahan, Nick Cunningham. Thanks again, guys, for helping us out, for making this all happen. And Chase, before we close it out here, let's hear it. Who wins your silver award?
Well, I mean, there were I had a few choices. I had a few picks in mind. Sophia Gonzalez had a really great game. Ashland had 10 points off of her serves in the third set. 10 out of their 25 points were off of her serves. A few good games. Genesis Camacho had a good game. Yadav as usual. But my silver award is going to go to Kylie Cardoso for the impact she made at the net. Big momentum player. She kind of lit a fire underneath the Clockers, and it carried them to the win in straight sets.
So there you have it. Kylie Cardoso, your silver award winner tonight. Compliments of Chase Abrams. So that'll do it for us. The Clockers advance to the round of 16 after taking straight sets from the Monty Tech Bulldogs. We'll find out soon enough who the Clockers will play in the round of 16. So for now, I'm Josh Abrams on behalf of Chase Abrams saying thanks for watching here on WACA-TV.
We'll see you next time.